Okay, welcome to a new episode of Nate's MMA Corner. I'm Nate, and if you watch my show, as always, you're in my corner. Today's episode is a pre-fight show for UFC Fight Night. Randamie versus Aspen Ladd, bantamweight clash, and this is a pre-fight rundown of the main card with predictions. I'll make it a quick episode. So to kick off the main card, we have in the middleweight division Marvin Vettori versus Cesar Ferreira. And I'm going to go with Marvin by decision on this one. I'll even go on a limb here and say split decision win for Marvin. I could see Cesar winning a round, and then just the age difference for Marvin work in his favor. And then also keep in mind Marvin lost a split decision to Israel, so it's not like his losses are anything to be ashamed of. And even then, I mean, he gave Israel a pretty tough fight. He was the current interim middleweight champ. So I got to go with Marvin here by split decision. And I think this fight stays standing. I think Marvin's takedown defense holds up. Anyways, then also in the middleweight division on the main card, we have Carl Robertson versus Wellington Turman. I'm going to go with Robertson by second round knockout. I'll go on a limb here and say second round knockout. I think he wants to rebound, and I think his experience from his losses previously, I think he'll have learned from it, and I think he's hungry for a win, and I could see him getting maybe a second round knockout here against Wellington Turman. Then in the featherweight division, we have Josh Emmett versus Mirsad Bektic. Man, you know what? Yeah, this one was a bit of a coin toss. I'll go with yeah, I guess I'll go with Emmett because he has more home field advantage, and I think he has the tools to keep Mirsad at bay. But this is a close one. I'm only giving Josh a 51% chance of winning this fight, so if I'm wrong, I won't be shocked. But yeah, Mirsad is pretty talented, and yeah, it could go either way. But yeah, I'll say Josh Emmett by decision here. Then in the bantamweight division, in the co-main event, we have Uriah Faber versus Ricky Simone. I got to go with Ricky Simone by decision on here. I think his wrestling gets him the takedowns against Uriah Faber, and I think Uriah Faber's submission game on his back is pretty good, but I think Ricky Simone's good enough to avoid submissions, and I think it's going to be pretty much decision win for Ricky Simone here. It's going to be a hard-fought win. It's not going to come as easy as people think, but I think Uriah Faber has a chance here still. I'll say Ricky Simone has a 70% chance of winning this fight, so I don't have Uriah Faber as a massive underdog. Then in the main event, we have in the women's bantamweight division, Randamie versus Aspen Ladd. I got to go with Aspen Ladd on this one. I think Aspen Ladd gets it done by unanimous decision. I think she just outpaces Randamie on the feet, and maybe lands a takedown or two, which will be just enough for her to win a decision. Anyways, that wraps up the pre-fight show. Stay tuned in fairly soon for my post-fight, and as always, until then, see ya.